Can we add
It's all live. It's okay.
It's all live.
Whoa. We are live.
Like little jitterbugs.
What's up, hey, girl?
Extra, read
All
all
about it,
Really?
baby. We are here. Come on, Moshe. You gotta give me a little something. Dun, 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 dun. Open it up, baby. Woo! It's Christmas time. Where the music at? Come on.
Jingle
Hey, like, we are live. It is Happy Saturday, Happy Sabbath day, and Happy Holiday. Woo! Let's get it. Woo!
Happy
Not that, baby. Yeah, what you doing, baby? Come on. Yeah, come on, Moshe. Yeah. We got to kick this party off.
Like this. Somebody's in the background. Yeah,
come on, everybody. Let's go. Come on. Well, I want you all to know that we welcome you here to the show today. And it is live up in here, baby. Thanks, Moshe. We are here, as I said, happy Saturday, happy Sabbath day, happy holidays, everybody. Woo!
What in the world just went on? I feel like I'm in New Orleans or something.
I know.
I just wake up in Winter Wonderland like something.
It's all good.
It feel like
It is
it's
awesome.
like good energy in the room.
I know. It's we
Maybe
gotta
we
set the
still-
tone,
We're still just
Charlene.
waking up. It
I
just-
know. Just
We
wake
had so
up.
much going on this weekend.
I know, but
I
you
feel like
guess
we just
what? It's
settling
a
back
great
down.
day. It's
It
an
is a
awesome day. It's
beautiful
a
day.
God day. I'm Wyoming,
I'm Linda.
I'm Peg.
And I'm Charlene.
and you are watching
Four Sisters
Live.
Woo!
Baby, it's gonna be a live show today for real.
It already
So
is.
much is
It
taking
already
place
is.
already.
Yeah.
As you can see. What's up, Facebook? You know we love you. Happy holidays.
Oh, I can't
It's a lot going on. Linda, what is you doing?
Linda, what is that?
I'm trying to get it out of the
What's
way.
going on?
What's really going on?
Her
I need a
spider.
technician. Where the IT folks?
There you go.
There you go.
I love
No, but it's not right.
Okay, well, hold on, boo-boo.
It'll get right.
She didn't want her friends to miss out. And time.
But when you started it, you
It
kind
was
of like
right.
It's
yeah,
live
but-
already,
no.
boo.
See, you put it landscaped, and so it's gonna stay like that.
I don't believe her.
I didn't change it. I
But
just
you
it went
did
out.
what you
It
love,
did it
though.
itself. But
It did it itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. No, it didn't.
We're going to pray that
Happy
2019,
holidays.
happy holidays, that 20.
Just for a minute.
Please.
Didn't even-
No, just I got it.
You got it. Okay.
It came
Okay.
back.
Until commercial.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lucy!
I got it. I got it.
Lucy!
Got it, y'all.
Lord.
Funny. We
Y'all,
are having
this is what we're doing today. I want y'all to know.
I
This
think
is what's going on.
Live.
I think it's the lightest we
I
ever been.
can't with y'all
Did
today.
everybody have Dr. Hattie's rum?
I had
That's
some.
The rum cake.
I didn't have anything. I
didn't
promise
either.
you. I didn't have a thing.
Nothing. Y'all had nothing.
No
We had
rum,
not- I had- I
rum and
didn't have-
cake, no rum and water.
I didn't have
nothing.
brandy,
rum and
nothing.
water.
Okay.
We had no water.
No, where there's
No
no
rum
water.
and
I didn't have
No
my
water.
I didn't have my coffee
I didn't have
today.
no coffee. I didn't have anything.
coffee.
Oh, Jesus.
I had an old hash
What
brown
is
from
really going on?
yesterday.
Oh, hash
You
brown.
said what,
I had an old hash brown from yesterday. And from
Okay.
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
It was old.
All right.
Because I didn't even
Y'all
want
are
to get out
funny.
the bed. And I left beside my bed so I can make sure I
Happy
ate breakfast. Just a
holiday.
little bit of yeah.
Yes, yes.
I love it, but guess what?
It's one of those days.
We are definitely in a celebrating mood.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are just here enjoying ourselves.
You're
We are
too
so
much.
happy to be here today. Just want to put it out front.
yeah.
We're having fun today because today is our last day for the holiday season before we go on break.
Oh,
And we just
so
want
sad.
to. I know we got to do this, guys.
Oh.
So we want this day just to be whatever, however. We're going to have fun. We have a lot going on. We're going to send this holiday break out for our last show out right. We got some lovely guests in the house.
Yes.
We got some wonderful things coming up. We got some
Wait a
music
minute now.
we
So
got
this
to
thing-
hello.
No.
What in the world?
Where did that come from?
I don't
But
know.
look how you got it set there.
It's just on now. It's showing. It must be showing.
But
this.
you got it turned this way.
I know, because I can't fix it right.
We'll give you the call.
Where is our production crew?
I don't know. I know, but I told her, hold on. But look, this is what, and we can't even edit this. Hello.
That's
That's
how
the-
live we are.
This is how it's going to be.
Jessica.
Oh my God, I love
This is
it.
how it's going to be.
Y'all see, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's all good. We have, like I said, some awesome
seeing us
guests.
as we are, I think.
I think they need to see us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like how you are messing that
You
camera?
looking all cute now. What's
you
going
do.
on? Dunkin' Donut.
Wait.
No, that is all.
To do with donuts.
What's going on? I'm Santa.
I'm just setting the colors. This is color.
dying.
I'm Santa.
She said Dunkin'
Oh,
Donuts.
What in the world?
Okay.
What's going on? Look,
This is the monologue.
let us pray.
That we all get together on one. On one.
What is this? What is she doing?
Annual Toy Drive, your chance to give back to the community by helping a child have a happy holiday. Stop by VOXWAV Studios, 4711 Oth Place, Suitland, Maryland, and donate all your unwrapped toys no later than December 20th. It's our second annual toy drive, sponsored by Urban Style Media, VOXWAV.com, and Star Imports, the home of the boutique car buying experience. So enjoy your holidays and give back to the kids of the DMV.
Okay.
Hey, we're back.
And
Look,
I think we're together.
I hope we are. Hold on, though.
Oh, wow.
Hi, how's it going?
What is going on today?
Another commercial run. I'll be right back.
We're so
Lots of
excited
these
today.
messages. I'm good.
Hey.
But anyway, what
Okay.
we're going to do, we're going to pipe down. Let's pipe down.
Let's woosah.
Woosah.
Take a deep breath, everyone.
5,
1, 2, 3.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hi,
Hi,
everybody. Jesus, these are the 4 sisters, okay? We are the golden girls today. For real. But anyway, I want you all to know we have some exciting things coming up, as I said before the commercial break. We have a toy drive going on today and a coat drive today.
Yes.
And I'm excited that we can come together as a family, as a unit, and bring something to make people laugh. We need to laugh.
We
though.
gotta laugh.
It's so much going on in this world. We need to
Endorphins,
laugh.
health and wellness, endorphins.
Yeah, we
Need those
really do need to have
positive
fun.
things. Yes.
And show love. And today we're showing love. That's been
Laughter,
our
love.
Yeah, and we have to do that. We must show love, and we're showing it today by bringing some toys. Facebook, listen up. We have a toy drive today. We have a coat drive going on today here at the studio, 4711 Oth Place, right behind Red Lobster. Stop in, drop off toy, drop off a coat. We have 2 of our best people in the house who are having coat drives. We're going to talk to you about that. But today, bring your coats here right now, I think from 11 to 3, or we already started actually. Drop off your coats, drop off your toys. But for now, say for now.
For now.
We have some awesome sisters in the house. Black Girls Rock DMV is in the house. They are here giving it up. They are giving back to the community in doing this toy drive today. They've been doing so much throughout the year.
Yes,
So
they
they're
sure have.
ending the year as always. They was doing Thanksgiving. They gave away some things and food and feeding the hungry and all those families who were in need. And now today they're here to say they're going to do a coat drive here in our studio and outside of the studio. They just coming in here so we can let you all know they're here. Live.
And
What's
it's
going
beautiful.
on, Black Girls Rock? So, somebody, tell me what's going on. We already see, but just kind of tell us how everything is moving about in terms of the coat drive today.
Okay, I'm here supporting our annual toys and coat drive.
Okay.
And thank you for Sisters Live for allowing us this opportunity to be from outside in the cold. Last year we worked and we was outside in the cold getting toys and getting coats and just out there serving. So we have some shelter this time, so we are.
All right.
Yeah, we're here. Come on down. We're here to support families in need. We have 9 families this year that we're supporting,
Awesome.
and that we are going to feed them. At the same time, we're going to give them an overall Christmas. No child in the DMV area. No child should be experiencing, not having a Christmas. So we want to be that vehicle for them, and we want to make sure that we celebrate with them. So come on down, bring your toys. We have a collection of things, your coats, and it's all about just giving back to the community.
All right.
In the DMV area.
Introduce the girls. Come on. Who's
I
here?
am Marcia Frederick. I'm Cherie Higgins. Tarina Anderson. Latrina Hunter.
I'm Marcella Samoa.
Lisa Timberlake.
Awesome.
And Marcella is the founder of the Black and the CEO of Black Girls Rock. Say a little something, Marcella.
Yes. Once again, this year has been much a blessing and a trying time for everybody throughout the city. A lot has been going on, but we won't count it robbery, that we come and do our best for different families in Maryland, the district, and Virginia. We're trying to put the smile on not only the children's face, but the parents' faces as
Awesome.
well.
Yeah.
So we're going to have lunch with Santa. So we're going to get them experience that they never experienced before, like we try to do each year. So this year we're trying to do something huge, where we bring the families in. We're going to have Santa Claus. We're going to have the elves. We're going to be dressed up. We just going to entertain them and serve them. And that's what we're here for.
Wow, that is awesome.
Beautiful.
I love that. Well, we're happy that you all are here. We wanted the family out there to experience that we are having a great time in here today. We have the Black Girls Rock DMV. We have so many other guests are here that's going to be telling you about what they're doing as well, even in the Coat Drive area. So y'all just know that we're about love here at Four Sisters Live. We spread the love. We talk about what's going on, and we appreciate you and love you for it. And Peggy, what have you two been doing?
Yeah.
You and Charlene.
Yeah.
Look, Laverne and Shirley, what is going on? What have you
What's been going on?
Not scotchy and hot, you know. Not negative, I'm just kidding. But no, we've been doing some great things. Yesterday we were at an event called Leading Within, and that is put on by Sharon Parker.
Okay.
Just an amazing event with our very own, hey, Sisters for Sisters Network was representing.
Oh my God, we were in the
house.
Really?
Yes, girl. Yeah, it was us.
Oh, wow. That's
like
always.
Black Girls Rock. Yeah,
Yes.
it was that kind of vibe.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
when we have a call, the sisters show up. And
They do.
And guess what? Most of us is there as speakers. I myself was there. Dr. Hattie was there.
Okay.
Was in the house.
So is this the event that's happening, what was yesterday, today,
Yeah,
and
and
tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Okay.
And
Yes,
forevermore. Okay.
3-day event, yeah, so Leading Within. But Leading Within is about basically this young lady decides to tell her story as a 5-year-old who started experiencing, you know, that desire to know who she was and who her family was at a very young age. And from there, she decided, I want to know more about history and my family history, and that's what she's been doing. So basically, Rosa is remembering our ancestors, you know, a synergy organization. So I may get all that wrong, but you get it, right? Okay, cool. So so she, yeah, so it was very, very, very spiritual. It was.
Yes,
it was very spiritual. You gotta get it to get it, and so I think I got it. And as one of the speakers, I haven't shared my 5 points with them as yet, but one of the things I do say is that relationships are important. Just like we are sisters. The sisterhood, you may not be my biological sister, but you're still my sister. And there are things that happen. And creating that synergy among us to do more in the community and be more in the community together. Together, you can't do it alone. And like, no one has the same personality. No one has the same social economic. Well, you may have the same social economics, but there's just certain things that we have to take into play as we continue to say we got to build our legacy. We got to build our history.
Yes.
And so one of the
Gotta
things
look back.
you got to look back.
Sankofa.
Now check this out. This will be in my speech. As you guys know, that it is the bicentennial of who? Can someone guess it's the bicentennial of a very famous black man? He went from slavery to a freed man.
Must be Douglas.
Good
It
job.
must be Douglas.
Go ahead, Linda.
My man.
Go ahead, Linda.
Frederick Douglas.
She knows her history.
This sister knows her history, and that's what we're talking
Douglas
about.
gotta be.
And you know, this is a significant year because if this is bicentennial, this is the same man that said, "I'm going to fight for the freedom of slaves." He was a freed man. Check this out. He was so smart.
Yes.
He wrote a book. But check this out. He wrote a book
I
that
have the
talked
book.
about from slavery to freedom.
To freedom.
Yeah. So think about it. He was still in slavery, trying to get himself free. But even in his freedom, he was still a slave because remember he was a runaway slave. Y'all knew that, right? So as this runaway slave,
right from here in Maryland.
Yeah. Right. Thank you.
Salisbury.
Right there in
Go
Maryland.
ahead, Linda.
Right here in Maryland.
So he left Maryland. Remember when he left Maryland? Okay, you know he acted as like he was like this palette, and then he said, "I'm going to New York," and then he went to New York, and he was trying to, find out where it was because his master's like, "We're gonna find you, you little, you know what?" But anyway, and they couldn't find him, so he said, "I'm gonna head on over to Europe." And then what happened? Abolishment, group said, "Hey, we like you. You talk good. You are good. You're very smart." They bought his rights to say he is now a free guy. So he was able to come back to America and then, purchase his house in New York and then came back to his favorite, Maryland, Washington, D.C., and you know he has a house, right? Yeah, so you got to know that.
Southeast.
Yeah, right off of Pennsylvania
Right,
Avenue.
on W Street.
W Street.
But he has another house too.
yes,
There's another house.
But
Yeah,
the big mansion up on the hill.
up on the hill.
You gotta go.
Definitely go.
It's an awesome place.
But do me a favor
Yeah.
and study him, ladies. Everyone that's here, go study it right
Yes.
now because it's deeper than that. And if you want to come to support, you know, the Sis for Sisters or me, of course, for speaking, guys, come out tonight or tomorrow. And I think that time
Where?
is tonight. It's going to be at the Courtyard.
Do you have
Marriott.
the flyer up,
You got a flyer? I think
There
I
it
texted
is.
to you guys.
There it is.
That's
Hey,
it.
Charlene.
Yeah.
Okay, Leading Within Style, Rosa 6
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we're there. Is that the Largo?
Yeah, the Largo
Marriott?
location.
Yeah, Marriott, Courtyard Marriott.
Okay, yeah, Courtyard
But yeah,
Marriott.
so let's remember our history. Let's get out there, and then the next event we're going to be doing is on Sunday,
Sunday, yeah.
which is a huge hit. We will be talking to basically the CEO, kind of like a CEO of the MGM, of a black female actually, and so we'll be having her later on the show. Shout out to her. Shout out to the organization that. She actually is going to be helping out. What's the name of that organization, Peggy? You remember that organization's name?
It's South County Economic Development, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, South County, yeah. So they're doing a lot for the community as far as the business world is concerned, but that's going to be a Christmas gala and also a fundraiser for them. So we'll be out there supporting them, helping them.
And then we'll be in Baltimore on Saturday morning. Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
No, Sunday morning.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Sunday
That's the
morning.
16th.
You mean tomorrow?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
This
Yeah.
is
Oh,
everything.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
okay.
Because what we're doing is we're building a sister chapter in Baltimore.
Right.
Right.
So Charlene and I are going to go over it.
Yeah.
You're welcome to go with us as well. but-
Everybody can go. The whole.
Yeah.
So the whole
we can bring the sisters with us too.
Yeah, Black Girls Rock.
Black Girls Rock
Come
and go
get
with
all
us.
this good information. Yes, it's a good thing. So
Oh,
tonight, are we doing something tonight? We're done tonight. We
You're
don't.
done tonight.
We got a class.
They got
We have
stuff
a
going
class.
up
Oh, yeah, we
because
got
Sharon's thing is tonight. Do you have
Yeah.
her flyer? We
Oh,
might
yeah,
as well put it up there.
Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon
I'm gonna stop over
Bullock is
there.
having her color
analysis.
analysis. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Color
I was just
analysis
thinking
today.
Color Girls or something.
Find
from
out
2
what
to
colors
5.
you really should be wearing.
Yeah.
Right.
all
Yes.
the
Because y'all
colors.
guys
Yes.
are really wearing it the right color.
Y'all
Red
wearing
is our
the
color.
red.
Red is our color.
Red is your color.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think orange is ours, like oranges and browns
Yeah.
and
Orangey red.
autumns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is what Sharon is doing today at Metamorphosis. She's having her color analysis and how you can accessorize the colors, your clothes that are right for you. She's a fashionista.
She is never
Yes,
come
she
out of the
is.
house looking anything but
No,
perfect.
she's hot.
always.
It's one of our sisters in
Yes.
the sisters
Four Sisters
for
Network.
Sisters Network.
Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that's
there's
from
about
2 to 5
2
today
to 5 today.
at our headquarters, 4644 Boulevard,
Yes,
Lanham,
absolutely,
Maryland.
Yes,
absolutely.
go out and support her. Yes.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
So we have some other things going on, but we're going to take another quick break. We're going to come back. We got some guests, like I say, we're going to introduce and do some more things, and we'll be right back, okay? So stick around. Hang in there.
See ya.
Thank you.
Yay.
Hello, my name is Keisha Martin Burney with the Martin Burney Group at RE/MAX Realty Center in Albany, Maryland. We have been licensed for over 17 years in the DMV. Whether you're looking to purchase, sell, or invest in a home, we have an excellent team of realtors who can assist you with all of your real estate needs. You can contact us at themartinburneygroup.com. On social media, Facebook and Instagram, themartinburneygroup.com. You can also give us a call at 240-398-0173. Once again, 240-398-0173. And remember, everything that we touch turns to sold.
And I represent domestic violence.
Hi,
am Linda Powell, and I represent health and wellness.
Hi, I'm Peggy Morris, and I represent entrepreneurship.
Hi, I'm Charlene Day, and I represent education.
And we are Four Sisters Live, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary, and we're so happy that you continue to support us and watch us as we bring you the best of the best with our guests and in entertainment.
Continue to watch us every Saturday, 12:30 to 2:30 on
VOXWAV.com.
We love you, and please continue to follow us on social media.
Okay.
We look like a Christmas present up under the Christmas tree.
I know, right?
We do. Look, I like y'all red. I'm gonna do my tree this color this year, so that's pretty. Isn't it pretty color? I like that color. Yeah,
It's pretty.
Yeah, this is Christmas time. Christmas time is here. I love it. I love this time of the year.
I do
That
too.
just really is so festive. So, Charlene, what are you wishing for the holiday?
Oh gosh, peace on earth,
Goodwill
goodwill
to
to man.
that
That's
was
for real.
me.
That is for
Yes.
real.
That is for real for me because there is a lot of stuff going on. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna bring no negativity to the table, but aren't you happy about Kamula? Okay, shut up. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You'll catch it later.
We'll catch it later. We'll catch it later.
We'll catch you later.
Peg, let's move it on to Peggy.
Rewind later.
Well,
That's what I want to know.
I have claimed 2019 as the year of sisterhood.
Yes, you sure
Okay,
did. You sure
I'm
did.
claiming it.
Yeah.
We got to up our game. I'm proud of my sisters, but we got some things to do in 2019.
Yes, we really do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that.
So
I did all that. What about you, my sister?
Oh, I thought you were going to do you.
Okay, well, go ahead. Well, I was trying to give way to my sisters.
Well,
here. I love y'all.
I'm like my sister at the end here, Sister Day.
Yes.
Peace on earth, goodwill to all men and women.
And women.
That is what
and
I
children.
want. And
our
children.
We
Whole
need
family.
it.
You know,
Yes.
it's like I just want
Yeah.
all of us to just we'll have woosah moments more. I want you to relax this year for the rest of the year. I want you to focus. I'm going to focus and I'm going to reflect. So that's what I want to do. And of course, to do better next year in everything that I do.
Yes.
And be
Everything.
focused. Everything that I do.
Level up.
I love it.
I do too. Well, for me, as we say at the end of the show, what time is it? It's time for you to walk in your purpose and your prosperity. And as it says that God says in the Word that He wants us to prosper,
Yeah.
even as our souls prosper. So I want us to do that,
That's good.
to have prosperity, not just say the words, but be about it.
Yes.
Not talk about it, but be about it next year. We got to do better.
Gotta do better.
Got to do better. So I pray that we prosper even as our souls prosper.
That's so good.
And I'm
That's
just so
beautiful.
happy to segue into this because it is Christmas time. It's a time of should be love, but there's so many that are out there that are not. And I don't count it and don't take it for granted that we are blessed
Truly are.
beyond measure
Truly
to
are.
have what we have and do what we do. You know, so I'm grateful to introduce this awesome man he called him my brother. He is an awesome musician. He's been here before. He's family. He is a part of us now. He's always been here for us when we need him, and I thank him so much. He's a part of all the musicians out there that's doing great things. This brother is bad, y'all. I introduce to all of you Moshe.
everybody.
What's up, family?
How y'all doing?
We are excellent. All is well. We so
I'm
happy.
great.
You great?
Yes, I mean, first of all, I'm in here with all these beautiful, strong black women.
You know, we paid him to say that, right?
Where else is a better place to be?
Yeah, today, but here, right?
Right.
That's right.
What has been happening? You know, you're a recording artist. You're a new dad. Congratulations! Had to say that. And how is he doing?
He's doing
Joy.
great. He's doing great. He's keeping us up, but he's doing great.
That's what
That's what he's supposed to do.
He's doing his job. So.
Yeah, you got to do yours, right? So tell us what's been going on in your life these days since we last seen you.
Well, since I was last here, more work, you know, still recording, working on the album. Have a coat drive going on.
Yes, where is that? Want to show that flyer, because while you're talking about that, you started your coat drive back in October at some point, early November.
Early November,
and it's going to go through the end of December. December 31st. Yeah, here's his flyer. So how is it going?
It's going great. The donations are coming in. I've been picking them up. So that's how it's pretty much is working. I have people like these beautiful people here that collect the coats. I get a phone call and then I come and get them.
Okay.
That's the way you do it.
Definitely.
Beautiful.
And that's an awesome thing because you've been giving back. Is this your second?
That's my second.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, what made you start doing coat drives?
Because people need, you know, and I understand the need of need. You know, and when you're blessed to have, you give back. Right. You know, God didn't allow me to reach this platform so it'd be about me.
There you go. You got it.
But you have been doing some other things too, right? In terms of
yes, we've busy.
Busy's good.
It's so busy that I have trouble remembering things that I've done. But just did the Kennedy Center a few weeks ago. Third time doing Millennium Stage.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
You gotta tell us these things.
You can tag me. You can tag me, and I will definitely.
I will do better.
Support. You gotta do better.
Yeah.
I have enough trouble remembering to be there myself.
Then to tell everybody else. But you got to put it out there because social media. Well, not that you don't, but so that we can
as
catch
soon
on.
as you know.
As soon as I know.
Because we want to really come see you.
Right.
Tell everybody.
You here and performing. We really want to see you perform.
So my next performance with the band will be at Twin Jazz, January 9th. It's a Wednesday night. So
that's so good. I love weekdays. It's a date night.
Which one?
Is that
Twin Jazz?
It's in D.C. It's on U Street.
Oh, really? Okay. Give out all the information to everyone so they can check you out because you bad.
I'll be there.
Well, the information is on my website, moshemusic.com, and you can go to my events. And my calendar is there because, again, I can't remember.
How you spell Moshe?
M-O-S-C-H-E.
Oh,
Everyone forgets the C and spell it M-O-S-H-E. But it's M-O-S-C.
I want to put an A there so it's French.
Moshe. Like your hat. Like my hat. Yes, like your
French. Okay. Well, this is awesome. Anything else you want us to know?
It is. I can't remember right now. I almost didn't make it.
But you know what?
That baby will do that. They think it happens to women, but it happens to the man.
Take your Ginkgo biloba's baby.
And what is his name?
His name is Joshua Alexander.
He is so cute.
How old is he?
He will be 2 months.
Oh, yeah, that's why you can remember something. I wouldn't remember. I mean, like, you still got like 2 more months to go.
Right.
Get that sleep pattern.
But that's good. But we definitely, this is not your last time. Next year, we're going to be rocking it.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be working with us on some things.
Yes.
He's going to be on one of, I
to
can't tell everybody what he's going to become.
I'm
on
excited.
Right.
I'm excited
he
to
already
have
claimed
you.
it.
Yes,
I am so happy for him. He's a wonderful young man, great spirit.
Right.
He is such, you could feel his spirit, right?
Yes.
He is a young man. Yeah,
I felt his shoes when he was
Oh,
walking.
yeah, he got some bad shoes on it.
right.
Like Wendy, show them feet, baby. Show your shoes. But like Wendy, but don't go there.
Put your shoes up here. Come on.
Put your shoes up there so we can see.
That would be so
That's
cool.
some bad shoes.
That was nice.
You can't lift up.
It's too tight.
It's too tight. He got some bad shoes on there. Where they at now? Come on, come on.
I think you should do it. Go
welcome. We're going to have you back again. And don't you leave. I have some quotes for you.
Thank you.
Yes, I have some quotes for you. Okay. So we're going to take another break. We're going to be back. We have another lovely guest on this side and the other side of our break. Yes, we're feeding y'all. See you in a few.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
It's that time of year again. The second annual toy drive, your chance to give back to the community by helping a child have a happy holiday. Stop by VOXWAV Studios, 4711 Auth Place, Suitland, Maryland, and donate all your unwrapped toys no later than December 20th. It's our second annual toy drive, sponsored by Urban Style Media, VOXWAVE.com, and Star Imports, the home of the boutique car buying experience. So enjoy your holidays and give back to the kids of the DMV.
Business owners looking for a place to advertise your business and promote your products and services? VOXWAVE is the right place. We have over 10,000 views a day and 70,000 listeners a month. For more information, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-4455.
VOXWAVE now features a streaming radio media player on our website's front page, where local artists can get their music played 24/7. For more information on getting your music in rotation or to perform live at our studio, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-4455.
Android users, the VOXWAVE app is now available in the Google Play Store. Download the app today on your Android device to listen in and view programs.
DJ Rick Entertainment.
DJ Rick Entertainment, hottest DJ in the DMV area, CEO of Step Your Game Up and the Youth Project Show, the DJ on the Heartbeat Conga Hour, and sound engineer for a variety of bands. DJ Rick Entertainment is your #1 company for all your stage and sound event needs. Call 202-390-1151. That's 202-390-1151.
DJ Rick Entertainment.
Sister in the house who's a part of the family and our sponsor.
Yes. Hey, give us some coffee house.
Yes, girl. I'm trying.
Real estate queen.
You are jamming.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. I've had a blessed year.
All right. It's been awesome.
It's been awesome. I've grown my team. I have some great team players, you know. God is good. There's been some challenges as well, but you know, through it all, He's good.
Well, life isn't going to be life.
That's right. You gotta have something to compare with, right?
How you get through them.
Yeah.
You know, and He gives us these opportunities to help us to grow and build.
appreciate.
Appreciate.
Absolutely.
He's got you, girl.
What's going on? What's going on?
So the marketplace, what's happening? This is our DMV diva of the real estate. This chick right here, this is done.
Everything real estate.
And I just understand that you've just been inducted into
the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
I have with RE/MAX, so that means that in all of my years, I've made over $1 million in commission.
Hey, look, come on, let's rub it off.
Yeah. It's all good. I wish it was all in my pocket.
Like Sinbad in the road.
It's good. It's definitely good. So that's, you know, it's definitely an honor. I had an awesome year, so that induction was great. And last month, I was number, what was I?
22.
Number something in October. I was number 14 in October for the state of Maryland. And year to date, I'm number 66 in the state of Maryland.
Wow.
That's
You're
awesome.
You the
So
woman.
Yeah.
So what's going on in the marketplace? Is it time
Where
to
can
sell,
we buy?
Well, it's good. I know I just had my boot camp, and that was very good. That was very good. We had a lot of people who, you know, everybody always afraid to tackle that credit. Again, what we do is educate at our boot camp. So we had about 18 people. So it was good. Your son was there. Rashad was there. It was such a blessing. You raised such a great young man, and we're going to get him in a house.
All right.
So, know that. So right now in the marketplace, so the inventory is a little low. Interest rates took a hike. You know, the last couple of months they've been going up. You know, so if you can get an interest rate under 5%, you're doing great. So the last couple of days we saw them decrease a little bit. Because you know when the interest rates goes up, if you're approved for $300,000, then they hike up. That means you're qualified. You can buy less house because the rates are high. So they're they're leveling out. They're coming down a little bit. So it's definitely the fall to the Christmas time. It's a little slow. You have less people out looking for houses, but it's also a great opportunity to get a good deal. Because if you got somebody that want to unload that house quickly, either the last quarter or the first quarter, you may have a little bit more flexibility with negotiating. So it's a great time, just as any. Like I said, things may be a little slow, but you know.
So when it's slow, are you slowing down to enjoy? Oh, you don't slow down with it. You keep it going.
No, it's not the time to slow down.
And that's why she's in the Hall of Fame.
This is the time. I told my team, this is not the time. It's time to celebrate your families, but it's time to ramp up for the new year.
Right.
So it's about goal setting, and what I'm really focused on is time blocking. That's very, very important because one thing people do not respect about what I do is my time. You know, stop, drop, and roll. It's fine. I want to service all my clients, and I want to treat all my clients as they're my only client. But at the same time, the respect of our time is just out the window, you know. So I'm working on that, you know, blocking out some of my personal time so I can do some personal things.
There you go.
I need a vacation.
We all must take a time and just do that. Relax and regroup and rejuvenate and do some things you need to redo. In all that area. But we need to make that
environment.
We gotta.
You need some water. You need some blue water. You need some sand.
I'm out of here. Second week of January, my husband and I will be out of here.
I heard that.
Yeah, I need a good 7-8 days. I will do that. All my team members have been. You're right. I just can't. I'm trying to get that 10 out. 10 out.
So block 10.
At least you're taking some time. That's what we have to recognize, to take the time.
Yes.
You have to almost force yourself.
Yes, you do. I do. I definitely do. And I have to, when I go away, I need to put that computer down.
Put it down.
Can we live without social media?
I can. I do it every year. I block out those first 20 days of January, and you will not see me on social media. You will see, like, you remember those late night TV things? And the blocks come up. I put that up every year on my Facebook, and I'm gone. I'm out. You better make time, or you're going to be losing money.
Absolutely.
Social media can steal your money from you because you are not blocking the time, like you said.
Well, it don't steal mine because, you know, I'm marketing 24/7. I use
even
social media for marketing.
And that's what I do. Like, you can put it up there, and then you don't have to be on it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we have like a minute left. Tell us what your goals are for 2019.
So goals for 2019 is basically to educate. I am going to create I want to create an investment team, and I'm interested in moving towards that direction of Baltimore.
Good.
And I want to call it buy a block, because in Baltimore what you have to do is you have to buy the block.
Right. Wow.
So I am very interested in educating more investors and building a team.
And that's what we're going to do next year. First of the year, we'll come back on. We're going to talk about that.
Yes.
How we can deal with that, do that, be a part of that.
I would love to hear more about that.
I know more about that, because that's going to be very important.
Yes, and before we run out of time, I do want you guys to know about my coat drive. It is
my put that up again.
4th annual coat drive this year.
Yes.
All donations. I want to thank my RE/MAX Realty Center family, because my office is inundated with all kinds of stuff. People come through at the last minute, but December 22nd, we need to give. You know, it's a season of, you know, we got to remember the reason for the season.
Right.
And most of the time, all of our loved ones, our kids, and our family and friends already have what they need. So there are people that are less fortunate, and I will be on the grind for the next 2 weeks collecting Coach blankets, hats, gloves, gift cards. I give away $5 gift cards, Subway, McDonald's, you know, so they can have coffee, have a meal. And I do this, so I'm looking forward to that. You can drop stuff off here at Star Imports. I have a box out front. Also at Remax Realty Center at 3300 Olney Sandy Spring Road in Olney, Maryland. So just visit my social media pages, the Martin Burney Group, and on Instagram and Facebook. And you can we have our flyer up as well.
And you're going to be out in the community on 14th and
K
Street on
December 22nd.
Northwest.
That's our location. We caravan down there, and we're out. And usually within 15-20 minutes, I can have 200 coats and blankets. They're gone. Right. So I need your donations, guys.
That's great.
Thank you for your
awesome.
support.
And as you all know, we're having a toy drive here now going on. Black Girls Rock is out here in the lobby outside until 3 o'clock. So please drop off 4711 Off Place in Suitland, Maryland. Okay, don't forget your toys. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Thank you guys
for
having me.
And we know you're going to be back again.
Yes.
And we love you. Stay right here. You don't go anywhere. Okay. We're going to take another quick break. We're going to be right back. And as we continue to celebrate this holiday season.
All right.
Yay. There are a few people we want to thank as we close out for this year. We had some wonderful team. Dante has been a blessing.
Yay, Dante!
Yay, Dante! Adriana, she has been a sweetheart. We had Gio, who's not here with us now, but thank Gio. He's been awesome. This is our team, our production team. We have Kathy, our sister, in the house. She's been awesome coming in and sitting in for us every time we need her. Thank you, Kathy, and all the other Sisters for Sisters Network who's been here to support us. We thank you, thank you, thank you. We just thank all of y'all who have supported us and been here for us throughout the year. We've had an awesome year. And we're just taking some time off for the holiday break just to do what we need to do, to be about family. It's about family. We got to do that, you know, so I love it. You can go ahead and play that, Dante, when I'm talking. The whole thing is that, I got you. And so I just wanted to kind of get that out the way. But I want to acknowledge one person who's been a supporter of us from the beginning. From the beginning since day one, and that is William Turner. Yes, William Turner. I had to shout you out, William. You have been here giving us support, encouraging us with your words and everything. So we got to have you on by phone or something, because you've been a great support for us, and we just didn't want to leave you out. And I'll meet you. Call us in when you get a moment. Yeah, definitely. But you know what? There's a couple other things going on. I want to talk to these sisters quickly before we leave. We have Kathy Muhammad. She is part of our Sister for Sisters Network. What's going on, Kathy? Because you have something you want to tell us, right?
Yes, I'm filling in for Florence Champagne today, and she is the CEO and president of Open My Heart Foundation. She is a heart attack survivor, so she's giving back to the community by having an red dress gala, so that will be in February. And what will happen is it's going to be recognizing all the ladies who have had strokes and heart attacks but overcame and are giving back to the community. So if you want additional information, it's going to be on February 1st at the Crown Plaza in Annapolis. So early bird tickets are $75, so you can get those now. And if you have any additional questions, you can call 240-715-8703. So it's going to be fun. Put on your red dress, red gown, red outfit, and come on out.
Red hair.
That's good. Red hair, yeah, that's it these days, right? All color hair.
If you have on your red hair, wear something else. Cover it up.
But that's nice. But what she's having it in February, I know she's up against trying to get some things deadline-wise done and everything. Yeah.
So the early bird ends on January 1st. So that's $75. So you might want to go ahead, and then the general admission starts February 2nd at $85, and VIP is $100.
Okay, it's going to be awesome. But we're going to be talking about it some more, because just in February we just want to get a head start, and knowing that a sister, we are supporting her. And speaking of a sister, thank you, Kathy. We have a new sister in the house. Yes, hi, Dolores. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
Yes, girl, we're glad you came. Introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do and what's going on.
My name is Dolores Gibbs. I live in Waldorf, Maryland, and I started a small business, Stone Street Entertainment. Stone Street Entertainment, we pretty much help musicians. I manage a couple bands. I work with Lady D, a blues vocalist, and I also manage Element of Surprise, which is a Southern Maryland-based band. We do have a show coming up. I feature and showcase local talent, and at this show, it's going to be on December the 16th. The show time is a Sunday. It starts at 5:30. My target audience is the mature crowd. It's more of the senior crowd, and I thought that I would be contributing back by doing the showcases for them, because a lot of times when people retire, they no longer want to go to a club or a venue, and I thought, why not keep the music in Charles County? So that's what made me do what I'm doing.
This is nice. Awesome. You're doing a great work.
Thank
a Christmas show and dance party.
Yes.
And,
Dr. Nick is my MC. He's been with me from day one. He believed in my vision, and he supported me, and he's there at every show. So if you come out, you'll get to meet Paul Porter at the show on the 16th. Paul Porter used to be with BET, and he's going to be there to sign his newly released book called Blackout.
Oh, nice.
Wow. So it's a fun night. We have vendors. You'll be able to pick up a few Christmas gifts, but it's a real fun night, and it's geared to a great audience.
So give us the address and the place where
my events are at the old Waldorf School, which is right in the same parking lot of the JC's, 3074 Crane Highway, right across from where the old H.H. Gregg used to be. So, and I do my shows it's called Jazz and Blues Sunday. All my shows are on Sunday. I figure everybody wants to start the week off with a good sound of music.
How much is it?
The show is $35. I have 3 bands at this show. It's going to be Element of Surprise, blues guitarist Soul Roots, and then Little Maceo, which is a saxophonist, and all of them are amazing.
Wow.
Great night out. Great night out. 5:30. Doors open at 5:30, yes. And we include food.
Oh, wow.
With the ticket.
And you have good parking.
Oh, plenty of parking. It's a great night out. You can dress. I tell people, dress however you want. When you get to a certain age, some people don't want to dress up. I said, come out, just get out, get involved, and have a good time.
That is awesome. Dolores, we're going to have you back, because I know you're going to have other things definitely to say. So we're going to have introducing people to your events that
Thank
you're
you
out
so
having.
much.
So we're just starting it out now to give people an idea of what you're doing and what you're about.
I really appreciate it. Thank you all.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be fun, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the website, SS Music, that's music with a Z.com. You can get your tickets there.
Okay. Thank you, Moshe, because Moshe, again, is always there to be a part of bringing us some new people in the house. Thank you, Moshe, for introducing us to Dolores. So before we leave, I just want to give you opportunity to say one thing that you wish and pray for people this coming holiday.
I pray for and wish for people to be the change that they want to see.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
great.
Yeah.
That's good. Kathy?
Oh, for me, I just wish everybody to laugh more, self-care, take care of yourself, and love your family, and love yourself, because it starts with you.
There you go, Kathy.
You, Dolores?
I would say love each other more and support live music, because musicians cannot do it unless you go out and support them and buy their music.
That's awesome.
Did I give you a chance to? I don't think you said. What do you? Unity, you know, and peace and love. You know, that is my wish, that we should just all have peace and love up on one another.
There you go. I love it.
Take care of our parents.
Oh, yes.
I'm going through that. So take care of your mother and father. You only have one.
That's right.
Truly.
One of each. Well, we are good, so we're going to rock it out because we are just happy. But time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
What time is it, y'all? It's time for you to walk in your purpose and prosperity. Love you. Happy holidays, everybody. We'll see you in 2019. Thank you, Ron, for everything you've done. Happy holidays to you.
And we can exchange.
Forgiving each other.
part 2, conversation continues. I know it was rain outside.
Hope you didn't go too far.
Mellow. We're so mellow. But we wanted to definitely continue our conversation on a topic that we need to discuss. It's very important in our community, things that are going on. And we have our good sister here, Jennifer Jones Bryant, who is out there in the community doing her thing, a motivational speaker and an author, and she's making it happen. We're proud to have you here. Happy that you could stop by. We were speaking on our part 1 about the things that's happening that's connected to domestic violence. And Charlene mentioned about how we were all attending Reverend Jamila Woods, her mental, what was her, Faith and Mental Health Conference. Faith and Mental Health Conference yesterday. And Charlene was speaking on that, how important it is and what's going on relative to that. Charlene, do you want to continue on?
Oh, most definitely. I truly believe there is a correlation between the abuse that the man causes, you know, and mental illness. Again, I don't believe that some man brutally beats his wife, and I'll give you an example. Beats his wife and then goes back to, you know, working, you know. And a good example would be, I know you all know Dr. George C. Frazier. 2 weeks ago, his niece was brutally murdered at the hands of her husband. She had had him arrested about 2 years ago, about 2014 is when he attacked her in a car with her children in the background and in the back seat of the car. And I studied this story really closely because I was like, okay, this guy was a judge in Cincinnati, Ohio, highly respected. I mean, he was smart as Steve, you know, or Bill Gates or whoever. And I was just studying him. I'm like, wow, look at all these accolades. But what he did in 2014, he was in the car, he got upset with her, and he took her head and he hit it against the dashboard about 4 or 5 times. Then he started punching her 20 times, counted 20 times. The only reason he ended up going to jail, prison, okay, because the children were the witnesses in the back, okay? Wow. And so the mother, she did press charges, but when they went in to go research and find out what happened and look into the home, he had guns, like he was a terrorist. He had things, bombs, like grenade bombs. Guys, I did a deep dive into this. I was very concerned about this brother, and they ignored it. They just put him away. He got out of prison. Instead of serving 4 years, he served 2 years on good behavior.
Wow. And connections.
And a judge at that.
And connections. When he got out, he totally continued to torment her. He talked about not being able to see his children. So, of course, this nice young lady, you know, blessings to her, was, you know, you can see your children no matter what, right? And so he would constantly use that against her. Now, check this out. The mayor of that town of Cincinnati actually hired him. Now, I don't have a problem with you hiring a convicted felon. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that problem because he wasn't dealing with women or whatever. The problem was this, is that you knew of his issues of him constantly harassing his wife. He was constantly doing this even after he got out of prison. The community had told you and other people, but the people in his office, honey, these women, I went on the Facebook and I was looking at how they were communicating with him even after they knew that he was still, you know, causing threats against her, light threats. You know the light threats that we don't pay attention, but he's just a good-looking black man. He's so good, and he's giving money back to the black community and their businesses because he got hired at the mayor's office to be over a minority business group. So yes, he's you know we go to these events all the time, and that's that man. So anyway. Within 2 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, within 4 years, this woman to this day is dead. He pulls her out of her house, stabs her to death in her driveway, stabs her. She is now eternally home with our Father. But that just told you that it doesn't matter.
That's right. When
they want you and they can't have what they want, and especially if they're that intelligent, it's so many. It was in his mind. Yeah. And if you look at him, and I hate to judge people on looks, but if you just study the whole pattern, a month before that, he put up a website and he was going to do this big campaign about almost like leading within type thing, like I know I made these mistakes and I've done this and I'm trying to be a better person. Read his website. It is the scariest thing. Then look on the website and track this, where he had missing children. He would every week put up something about missing children. That told me that he was possibly looking to kidnap his own children. Guys, I looked at everything. But anyway, so I'm talking about that
CSI.
To say, yes, I am, honey.
Okay.
I know crazy people. I was, okay, shut up. Don't.
Whoa.
I'm divorced and was stalked, so I take it very seriously. So, yeah. But, yeah, so this is the kind of things we're talking about, that mental, and then us as society excusing their behavior because they're the judge, honey.
Yeah,
Girl, he is the, wait a minute, he is the vice chair of Prince George's County. He would never do that to her. She's just such a liar. Like, she just wants attention. Like, those kind of things got to stop. Stop. If she tells you that happened, that is what happened to her.
And you
just
ignore what women say.
That's the thing. It's just ignoring.
It's ignoring. It's not giving us respect.
But when you think you cannot go to the courthouse, to judge, to
your community,
to the community of people, who can you go to? You can't go to the church house. You can't get any help in that regard. What do you do?
Yeah, right. So you got to come up with the escape plan.
There you go.
Right. You got to come up with a strategy on how do I get out of there.
How do they get out of there, girl? That didn't seem like she wanted to stay at her school. She had a right to be a teacher at school, but how do you get out of there when your whole family lives in that area and he set up these parameters so that she can't leave with his children?
But you know what?
How do you do
The
that?
thing about this is that I had the pleasure of meeting this woman about 6 years ago in Cleveland. She was the head of the Granville Academy, because we have a chapter in Baltimore, and Gloria Jennings is right. And about 6 years ago, Lakey and I flew to Cleveland to support Gloria Jennings in the Granville Academy, and I had a chance to meet her. And you talk about someone that was so sweet and gentle. I can't even imagine somebody would want to do something to this woman.
That's why you know he was sick.
Right.
He plotted this.
He had to.
That's how you know.
So I want to talk about a little bit. I want to go back to the thread of the safety planning piece for those who may be in a domestic violence situation. Is you got to come up with a plan, and first off, is coming up with a list of people who you believe are safe people, your trusted agents. So come up with your list. Try to memorize as many important numbers as possible. Establish a code word with your friends or family. Also, keep that 1-800 domestic violence hotline number available. Get out when he's not home and escape.
Okay, so let's
but how do you handle that when you have done all that, and you know, he goes his way and she goes her way.
Correct.
Okay, and you think things are at a point that is calm and you can live your life and he can do his, and then all of a sudden this thing comes surface again.
So were they still married? Do you know?
No, she was in the process of divorcing him. So
the process,
the process had not, from my understanding, had not been completed yet. So, but I need to verify that.
I can't say this for every case because it all depends on what is going on and how extreme the situation is, and it sounded like that one was.
It's extreme. They lived in separate houses, though. He didn't live. She didn't live.
I understand that, and it might have been best for her to go under, and
that's what I said.
And
I like that.
Go to a safe haven home and escape totally.
Yes.
So get a brand new identity. I mean, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I feel you.
And what about the children?
With
the children
have to do it too.
The children have to do it.
She had protection, and I'm glad you said that. I mean, I've been there, and you're correct. She should have, Lord forgive me. That would have been an ideal situation to go under. But you got such a prominent family. You thinking nobody's going to mess with me.
Right.
My family will hurt him. Do you know who my uncle is? You know, that's the kind of thought I would have. But that psycho guy, you know his pattern.
But see, the other thing to this, he was brilliant.
He was brilliant.
And
That's
knowing
good,
what was going on in that whole scheme of things anyway.
Yeah, connections.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so when he plotted and planned and being a judge, you already know the nooks and crannies
know the
of
law.
the law,
You know the law.
of the things that's going on in the community, what you can do, what you can't do, when is the timing of making that happen. And this is how our women get caught up because we're caught off guard.
Correct.
Yeah. We let our guards down.
We get comfortable.
We get comfortable.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's
Get,
it.
really get comfortable while they are plotting and scheming the whole time, and there no one is watching that. They know it. That's a call of the way of escaping. When is my time to really get in there? Here is this snake.
Right.
That's good. Wow. That's good.
This is a snake who's getting his way in and wants you to bite the apple. Here we go with the Eve thing, because here we are women. We just want to be, we're mothers. We're the birth of who we are. And we are nurturing our children at the same time.
And we're trusting.
And we're
trusting.
And she was still trusting with him even after that. That's how we are. We're like, I don't want no beef with it. I don't want to be married.
But see, who was going to believe? Now, what happened? Okay, he got locked up. Okay, allegedly,
got out on good
things
behavior.
happen. Yes, good behavior. See, knowing the system.
Correct.
Yep.
Knowing the system, and then those who he, of course, allegedly was talking to turned deaf ear.
Deaf ear. That's good.
And you don't know who's being paid.
Right. And what's going on.
What's going on?
It is so
What was going
Yeah.
and here we go back to this mental though. What is your mind so fixated on
destroying a human
a
being?
woman
So that's a
who
sickness.
has your children?
That's the sickness.
That's a
Baby
sickness.
mom,
but
that's a sickness.
It is a sickness, but we also, what we talked about at the last break, every person has a story.
Yeah.
And I'm not making an excuse for him by no means by me saying this. But you don't know what he witnessed coming up.
That's true.
Right?
Of course,
and what he may have been subjected
His
to.
domestic
And,
situation.
right. And so
Chain reaction.
part of the domestic violence awareness piece is not only dealing with the victims, the survivors, but it's also dealing with the abusers.
That's good. That's
The
good.
system needs to spend more time dealing with the abuser.
The why.
The why.
And I was just in my mind thinking that is why we were sitting here. I was just, how do you get to them so that you can get
That's
and
a
dig
good
into
question.
that?
And have you seen that working with domestic violence? I don't know, young ladies, our ladies out here, Muhammad. Have you guys seen that where a man actually yielded and said, "I need help. I don't want to do this." Have y'all seen men like? I have not met one. I met one, I will say, but he was on TBN or the Total Christian Television. But I ain't seen many.
No, I've never.
Well,
most of them are bullies.
Yeah. That's so good.
So it's just like they're not going to say I need help because that belittles.
So that's
they don't really
different
feel
spot
less
of
than.
saying
that.
So
Mine
they
is
want
not
to be
saying
empowered.
that
It's
I
an
need
empowerment
help.
thing.
Right.
It's having that something over you, kind of. You have to be afraid of me so that you will do as I say.
Control.
Control. It's exactly control.
Yes, control.
So they're
So there's a
to
group,
admit.
and there's a group that actually deal with men. The name escapes me now, but I brought them in on my federal job, and they have guys who come in secretly or whatever, and they actually deal with the guys and their abuse because men have come and say, "I need to deal with this." So it's out there. It's just that the information just needs to be shared more openly.
It needs to be definitely dealt with because, again, judge, we have pastors, we have bishops.
These are men of power.
There you
and that
go.
power runs
Policemen.
over and it gets to their heads. So, if they're already sick and you have power, then that's
a
a
bullet.
bullet.
That's
a bullet.
Yes.
Okay.
But our women,
it can happen.
Some of them, they stay because they know how to manipulate.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to do this again, right?
Yeah.
I just
I'm
know
going to try.
what's best for you
But
and
that,
my son.
but that other voice said, "You're right."
Yeah.
But all the time you're sleeping with the enemy.
Voice. Yeah.
Your voice is telling you something in your head says you need to watch him.
Yeah.
You need to get out. You need to go underground. It tells you they're not safe, and it's bad when they have their parents that's conspiring with them. That's the other bad.
Wow.
Well, that's the
Because they
bottom line, because
manipulated
it
them.
starts there. You know, it starts from how they were brought up and what
Yeah.
they
The
saw.
story.
You know,
Yeah.
so
That's
it's
true.
generations. You know, so it just piles on top of each other until you break that chain.
That's right.
So you have to be aware of their background, their family, how how they treat their mom, their dad, or how what kind of household was he or she brought up
And
in.
you have to look at
and
that
you
in
know, you
Look at
really
it
have to-
You have to look at that one in dating. You have those are the things you pay
Everything.
attention to.
Everything.
Their
It's all relevant.
father, their mother, their aunts and uncles. How do they treat them?
How do they relate?
How do
to
they
them?
relate to
How do
them?
they
You know,
relate to
because
them?
it's going to happen again. That's what they
Or
say.
to
It's
see
what
how
they
they
do.
handle stressful situations.
Oh my God, that's a good
How do
Especially
they
stress.
respond?
Yes.
How do they communicate? Because
Right.
we've spent a considerable amount of time talking about the physical abuse, but there's
That's that
there's
mental-
the emotional
mental
abuse.
can be
That's
emotional
area.
abuse.
Yes.
That's a whole nother
Sexual
level.
abuse.
Right.
Yes. Mental.
The behind the doors stuff.
Yes, yes. And when we
Yes.
talk about the financial abuse, because there's that conversation that happens and it brings on we had our last guest on last month talk about the domestic
And the
and
the preacher's wives.
and the violence. That's separate.
Separate
The
thing.
domestic
Right. Comes first.
before the violence.
And then
Right.
the
So
violence.
domestic abuse, domestic in finances,
Yes.
domestic in the physical, domestic in the mental,
Family.
the family.
The family.
All
Yeah.
of these domestic things happen, and then
Before.
it tags on all of the additional things that come with that. So no one would think, why are we fussing about finances? That's domestic.
Right.
Verbal abuse too.
Verbal abuse.
Right. Why are you
About-
calling me this name?
Right.
That's
Why you
right.
calling me
Yeah.
this?
And you start emotionally get messed up. You can believe he taunted her mentally himself.
He did.
Sure.
Yeah.
Before
He had
that
to.
happened,
He
he
had to.
taunted that woman mentally.
And she
Many men
she
would do
took
that.
it.
Okay.
You know,
took
it's like,
it.
and she took
And she
it.
was quiet before the
You know,
community.
right. She took it.
She
Again,
wanted
that
to keep that
mask.
face.
That
That
mask is there again.
Perfect
And
family.
most of the women have that mask.
Yes.
And they're internalizing all of this.
That's right.
But then they internalize
Well, it ties
and they have
into-
children.
Yeah, I saw
The
this
children
as well.
are seeing this too. That's
Yeah,
another
it's
generation.
impacting.
Well,
That's
see,
another
here you go.
generation.
And then that's why we
Right.
want to know
That's
why
what
our
it's
kids are
got.
messed
Think
up.
about
It's
that.
because
Yeah,
what they
right.
have seen
What
in the
they have
household.
seen. Do you know he scarred those children?
Yeah.
For the rest of their
And
lives.
they
Right.
might
Kids are
turn
messed
out the
up,
same
like-
if it's
They
a boy
might.
or a girl. It could turn out the same
Two
way.
girls.
Yeah.
One was disabled. The other one,
Yeah.
they saw
So
it.
that's why it's important, like
Yeah.
what we're doing now, talking about this, that we have to keep the conversation
on-
going.
Yeah, it's
Staying in that
important.
Give us a
community.
call
Yeah.
if you're experiencing anything.
Well,
Give
see,
us a call.
what amazes
Wow.
me when you go to certain institutions and they
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it.
That's right.
Right.
That gives me a high sign of flag to say, okay, what's going on here?
The
Because,
head,
yeah,
somebody in the organization is doing it. and
Yes.
they're telling them to be quiet. Or the woman, she may be receiving that same threat within her own home.
yeah.
But she's like, we don't need that here.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
We're
we'll
good.
Taboo
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. We're going to take a break because we're going to come back. We're going to regroup and finish this conversation because we're talking about domestic violence. We're talking about a highlighted story that just took place a little over a week ago and that dealt with a woman. This is where we're speaking on it because it recently happened. Not that it's not happening, it's happening all the time, every day.
At this moment?
That's right.
At this moment, possibly. Every
hour.
yes, and the numbers are growing, and we must deal with that. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and continue our conversation on domestic violence.
Wow, that's good. What are your Facebook group saying? People saying?
Hello, my name is Keisha Martin Burney with the Martin Burney Group at RE/MAX Realty Center in Albany, Maryland. We have been licensed for over 17 years in the DMV. Whether you're looking to purchase, sell, or invest in a home, we have an excellent team of realtors who can assist you with all of your real estate needs. You can contact us at themartinberneygroup.com. On social media, Facebook and Instagram, themartinberneygroup.com. You can also give us a call at 240-398-0173. Once again, 240-398-0173. And remember, everything that we touch turns to sold.
put the book up again because we want to speak on.
Let's talk about my young girl.
Look
Yeah.
at
You know,
Thank
Kiki is my
A 30-day
color. Look at
journal
her.
to overcoming personal challenges to achieve professional success.
That's right.
Yes, Jennifer J. Bryan is
Jennifer
available
is in the
now.
house.
In the house.
In the house.
No. Look what I done.
Look what the Lord has done. Girl, gone now.
Oh, God, I appreciate your love and support.
Yeah.
So this 30-day journal is not your typical journal. It's uniquely crafted. So you're not getting a blank sheet of paper. So what you're getting is I talk about my story. So I start off with a poem titled Real Pain.
Okay.
And it was written during a time in my life in which I didn't know how I was going to get over this hump. And then I go into my story. I go through a couple of chapters of my story. I don't tell everything, but at a high level, I talk about how my father died a accidental construction accident where a one-ton pipe crushed his body, and my mom had to go identify him, and how so much in love she was with him. And then I go through, at the age of 17, she threw bullets at my door. While my door was shut, she threw bullets at my door and said if I tried to poison her again, she would kill me. And that changed my life forever. She had a severe case of bipolar and schizophrenia.
Okay.
And you never knew that growing up?
It didn't hit her
until
no, it was 12 years later when she remarried a great man. But I don't know if it triggered something inside of her.
Come on,
she
somebody.
suppressed it all that time. And so I didn't know what to do with that. What do you do with that, a senior in high school? What do you do with that?
I don't know what you do. That is powerful.
And so what I did, I immediately left the situation and said I have to care for her. I have to care from her from a distance because I was fearful for my life and her life too.
Wow.
And so I went to go live with my neighbors, who I looked at as a father figure, but no one told me that was a bad situation. And so then the sexual assault attempt was there. And then I called one of my aunts in tears, and she came and got me. Now, understand, I had my only sibling as well, and he was incarcerated. So I didn't know how to handle any of this. And I talk about in my book that no one gives you a compass or a navigation or a blueprint on how to navigate.
Right.
You just, you fumble, you fall, and
through experience.
And that's how I grew to talk to people. I couldn't be shy and I couldn't handle this on my own. I had to learn. I wrote letters to my local congressional representatives because someone told me. And at that point, I was able to stand before a judge and state the reason why I thought my mom should get seen. And I talk about that in my book because that was a hurtful thing, but it was the best thing for her. Because when they pick you up involuntarily, right? You witnessed the sheriff, I had to witness the sheriff turning her around, putting cuffs on her and locking her up and putting her in a car. And I thought I was the worst child in the world. But I knew I had to care for her. And so in those gaps of time that I was telling you, of gaps of not having a male there, yes, I had my stepdad, loved him dearly. But to actually be there to answer certain questions for me, because old school, they didn't talk
about it, no.
So I needed somebody who was in my life to be able to do that. So what do? I turn to that next charming guy, that handsome guy.
Oh, here we go.
Who decides to take me to the prom after 2 weeks of talking. He loved me. He adored me. I was booed up. I was booed up. I was like, I'm about to go to this prom with this fine man. He was a light-skinned brother. Then you know, light-skinned in the 80s.
Come on here.
But shortly thereafter,
them all.
Right. And then shortly there, a mess. Wow, you are a mess. Yes. And then shortly thereafter, he was abusive.
Wow, after all of that.
After all of that, he was abusive. And it wasn't until the aha moment came when the EMT was standing over me.
Oh, wow.
So I talk about that in my book.
Wow.
I talk about that in my book. And so I go through those, and then I also talk about even after leaving that situation, trying to escape, because this man used to wait for me in the woods. In the woods, do you hear me?
No, I hear you.
He was stalking.
Oh my goodness.
He knew my patterns.
Wait a minute, how old was he?
He was about a year or two older than I was.
So he's in the 1820s?
Yes.
That's sick.
Yes.
Already.
At
that point of life.
Wow. At that point in life. And so I left. So I got out of that situation, and I always tell people it was an unconventional way because I had some good guy friends who were like my brothers.
They wait for him in the woods.
They waited for him in the woods.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
You
But
don't wait in the
most of
woods.
them may need a good beating. Somebody
most of them
put
need
them
it.
on and get them and shake them and look, dude, come on here. And you got to, I know. We're going to take a moment and give out the number to anyone who definitely, we can't take for granted you already have the number, the hotline number. It's 800-799-7233. 800-799-7233. There are many organizations out there that you can go to, ladies, men, if you're in a situation, because this is a time now that it isn't about life and death. And you can't take it for granted that, oh, he loves me.
Right.
Oh, he's not going to do it again because he's the one who's taking care of me. And I really want to be here for the children.
Oh,
right.
All these different excuses and reasons, and you see what ends up with children.
Correct.
You mess up your
left
children.
without a mom and a dad.
Right. That's right.
And left for
That's
someone
terrible.
to raise them that they don't even know, and now here they going through some mental issues. I wanted them just all over because this just really amazes me, this conversation. Anyways, I would like to find out, you all can answer, how did the Honorable Angela Osserbrook talk about yesterday?
She didn't talk about domestic violence.
No, I think she...
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So she talked about...
Were you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were there. She just...
On that side.
She just basically telling you, thank you for electing her, and she looks forward to dealing with some of the issues of the community and education, community development, and also, I think it was community development, and also the mental illness. So she did, say what she was going to do, and of course, I mean, she didn't go into details or particulars, but again, we thanked her for her time because she wasn't supposed to be out. So we get to hear more about what she's going to do, and we hope to see her out in the community.
Oh, we will.
Yes.
She's committed to do
I
that.
think she is. I do think she is. So.
Well, she definitely wanted to make something happen anyway in her position because she's very much committed to making some changes and doing some things in the Prince George's community, of course, to make some things different there because it was happening. This is like what the #1 community of
domestic violence, really?
Yeah.
Prince George's County?
Wow.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. And
it's a lot of stress in this community then.
Well, it's a lot going on in addition to being the most richest, supposedly.
Well, that comes with
pretentious. We got people walking around pretentious, living this life that ain't real.
It ain't
and
real.
So that brings on
stress.
More
money, more problems.
Keep up the facade.
And that brings on domestic violence.
That brings on all of that stress, the mental, the physical, the verbal as well, that it comes with that. And you got to, and it was interesting that one of the politicians did not make it because we talked about he had, what was your boy? Politically?
Oh, yes, we won't call his name.
No, we won't call names.
But we will say that was something that was hid, and me working in public affairs, public relations, you can easily clean that up to get that person pushed through. But I was so excited that you did not win. I really was, because we know the truth. So, yes.
Wow. And then you have to, there is whether you hide behind these situations, and then you try to put on this facade for the public.
Right.
Right.
That all is well and all is now well. Or what did I do this in the past? It's gonna no, it's still there.
It's still there. Just like when we look at your other young man that we elected to our highest court. If you watched the picture of his wife, I sent an inbox to you about the young. Yes, and if you watched his,
It looks like she wasn't allowed to speak.
Did you see her?
Absolutely.
Did you see her when he took her arm and said,
horrible.
and dropped her arms like, just move off of me? Like this was on Fox. Like this is on Fox where he was being sworn in and everything, but he kind of hugged her and then he like shoved her arm off and went to, it was on live TV.
Yeah.
And if you don't think that these women were telling the truth, it's like, they're so subtle. So
you have to
watch
watch them.
Watch them.
Yeah, well,
that goes back to the
that's
judge
aside.
thing, because I said that's who it reminded me of when you were talking about the judge.
Yes.
You know, so it's scary.
Yeah. And I got friends. They're like, no, Charlene, that he's just the nicest little Christian man. And I'm like, okay.
In front,
No. In front, that's what they do.
Yeah, well, that's because they have to see. All of this is, again, we're talking about who we out front and who we're trying to impress.
Correct.
Yeah.
In doing all of this, and it's just like we got to be mindful. We have to be on our, they say, P's and Q's about who we're dealing with, who's preaching to us, who's talking to us.
Do your
Who's
research.
representing us?
Thank you.
And you got to do that.
You got to do your research.
Exactly.
You must do that.
Yeah.
So we definitely impressed about the things that you're doing, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Because you're going out, I mean, really, you got author. You're talking about the issues, and you're using your life example. As what you've gone through, and if others can relate, because you're letting everyone know that you're out there. So
we have and being transparent at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I'm being very transparent. And like I said with the 30-day journal, just really quickly, that for 30 days, each day I give you a theme, a mantra, a positive affirmation, and I follow with a coaching prompt, a question. So the journal is interactive, which will cause you to think.
Start thinking,
Start thinking, because this is about transforming your life so you can live it victoriously and successfully. So I give people the tools that I use on a daily basis.
That's good
Beautiful.
too. That's great
Beautiful.
too. We're going to take another break because we got one more break, and then we're going to clear it up and we'll be done for today. But when we come back, we must talk about the NFL part, because as you know, the NFL was back in the news again, in reference to the same situation. And they said during this time of year, it's like the most critical time of
holidays bring about
the holiday, but not even the holiday. I'm talking about the sports arena.
What's happening? Did they not get a check or something? Did they not get a check? I'm sorry. Maybe that's.
There's a lot of things that happen even there in respect to that. So we're going to address that and how to break that down. It's the reason why that's another area that affects this topic as well. So we're going to take this break, and we're going to come right back and talk about it. It was happening on the NFL side. We'll be right back.
Paris, and I represent domestic violence.
Hi, I'm Linda Powell, and I represent health and wellness.
Hi, I'm Peggy Morris, and I represent entrepreneurship.
Hi, I'm Charlene Day, and I represent education.
And we are Four Sisters Live, and we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary, and we're so happy that you continue to support us and watch us as we bring you the best of the best with our guests and in entertainment.
Continue to watch us every Saturday, 12:30 to 2:30 on
VOXWAV.com.
We love you, and please continue to follow us on social media.
It's that time of year again. The second annual toy drive, your chance to give back to the community by helping a child have a happy holiday. Stop by VOXWAV Studios, 4711 Oth Place, Suitland, Maryland, and donate all your unwrapped toys no later than December 20th. It's our second annual toy drive, sponsored by Urban Style Media, VOXWAV.com, and Star Imports. the home of the boutique car buying experience. So enjoy your holidays and give back to the kids of the DMV.
We're back. We want to quickly make an announcement about what's happening here at VOXWAV and Star Imports. There will be a live remote toy drive here next week with Black Girls Rock. So we want you all to come out, bring your toys. Make sure you do that. Stop by and just drop off your toys. We have the box already prepared. It's in the lobby. And please help our children, our families in need for the holiday, that they need toys, as well as coat drive. We have Keisha Martin Bernie. We have Moshe. Moshe has his.
Oh my God, love some Moshe.
Yeah, Moshe has his coat drive. So we're going to support those who support us, and we're going to bring our coats here. So don't have a coat that you don't need any longer. Please bring a drive and do a favor to our families. What were you going to say? Talk about the.
There's a collaboration with Urban Style Media, who is our sister friend Karen McConnell Jones. And VOXWAV, they're going to collaborate for the second annual toy drive. You can drop the unwrapped toys at this location, 4711 Auth Place, up through December the 20th. That's the deadline. Okay.
Oh, you forgot to tell them. December the 16th, Sisters for Sisters Network is having an open house. If you don't know who they are and what they do for this community, women connecting, helping women to connect. That's on December the 16th, so come check us out.
Address?
4640 Forbes Boulevard in the lovely Upper Marlboro. Is that right?
No, that's Lanham,
Maryland. Okay, Lanham.
It's all good.
Yeah. Well, I want you all to know
who's in the house.
Who's in the house?
Get in the camera, beautiful.
This is my lovely son, Reggie Ray.
Her daughter-in-law.
And my sweetie pie, Letitia, Dawn Hill. Yes. He stopped by to see he mommy.
And his aunties.
And his aunties.
Right?
Yes. He is on.
I love your mama.
Yeah.
Sweetheart.
We love her. Yes, my son is on his way back to LA.
All right.
So he stopped by to see his mommy before he leaves.
You can take us back with
awesome.
you. The baby
Bring my weather back.
That's right. I'm ready for
Yeah, he's an awesome musician. He's an awesome, musician out there in LA doing great things.
Yes.
LA Babyface, hashtag Kenny Babyface Edmond.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he is.
He
already is.
Okay.
So he got to go back to work. Yes.
Don't rub it in, Linda. Don't rub it in.
In action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know what they say, a man that treats his mom the best treats his wife the best.
Yes.
Duke Ellington.
Yeah.
Full cellular.
Okay, y'all, let's this way.
Yeah. You got Dante? Yeah. So we're just taking a family moment here just to say, I love my son. The words of today's love. Angels surround him as he takes the friendly skies. Go back to LA. Thank you, son, for stopping by to see your mommy. I was a little worried. I'm like, okay, it's time to do.
Y'all need to go across the street and eat or something.
Yeah, we should
bring some bread.
So we're going to take some pictures. But hey, we've enjoyed our time today here talking about this subject matter. Dealing with the domestic violence. We're going to continue this every first Saturday.
How to reach her?
How to reach you?
I can be reached on www.reachingwithinempowerment.com.
Say it again.
www.reachingwithinempowerment.com. And you go /books to go ahead and pre-order your journal with me. Phone number, I can be reached at 301-535-0358. Y'all know that number very well.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, guys.
Say that back to that. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Which way we going?
Which way we going? Which way? Rock it out.
Are we cutting out? Are we doing it? Are we really doing it?
You already know. Woo! Hey. We are here. We are here, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Yeah. And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
She sound like the rain. But she's all dreary.
It's raining out.
But it's raining out. But it's all good. Whatever the weather, we are here making it happen. And it's all good, all God. I'm Wyoming.
I'm Linda.
And I'm Kathy.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we are Four Sisters Live. Guess what? You all already know. Well, now we see. We know Kathy because she's always sitting in for somebody.
Yeah, she likes it.
Y'all, she loves it here.
Yeah, and we love her having.
And we love having Kathy.
Yes.
And definitely she's sitting in right now for Peggy. They're at a prayer breakfast. Her and Charlene,
Yes.
you know, they out networking, doing their thing. They're probably going to run in here in a few minutes and tell us what's really going on. And this is Charlene now calling me. What is going on, Charlene? You know I have a show. What is really going on, girl? We're on live. And hold on. And then we are. Y'all need to come on in here. Come on.
Should have been in here.
Come on. I'm introduced. What? Y'all are funny.
They're
These
scratching
two,
on the
Laverne
door.
and Shirley, get y'all buns in here. But we definitely have our awesome sister, Jennifer Jones Ryan.
I am so glad to be here.
I'm so happy you are here as well. Girl, y'all are missing it. Come on in.
Don't have me showing off here. You know I cuss all the way
Let me
up.
tell you, y'all already know that this is part of the Sisters for Sisters Network, Inc. Y'all coming in? Come on in. Come on. Bye. He interrupting the show with all that. Yeah.
Is the Sharon at the door?
What door are they at?
I don't know what door
The
they
White
at.
House
But
door?
anyway,
What's up?
we're going to the commercial. Yeah, but here's
right.
the real deal. Here's the real deal.
Yeah.
Here's the real deal. This is part of the Sisters for Sisters Network, Inc.
Right. Yes.
Told you before, we can pull anyone. We have the goods of the goods in that circle. Yeah. These sisters already know what time it is when it comes to what we do here on this platform, because we take care of business here. Have fun, we're live, but we're serious about what we're doing and what we're talking about.
Right.
Today it's going to be one of those topics. One of those topics that we're going to be talking about that is the thing that we all don't want to deal with. We haven't been wanting to deal with it, but we must continue to talk about it.
Absolutely.
Because it is a serious, serious situation that's happening in our community and in our country. Right. So we're going to dive into that today. We got a full show. Lot going on.
Time of year again. The second annual toy drive, your chance to give back to the community by helping a child have a happy holiday. Stop by VOXWAV Studios, 4711 Oth Place, Suitland, Maryland, and donate all your unwrapped toys no later than December 20th. It's our second annual toy drive, sponsored by Urban Style Media, VOXWAV.com, and Star Imports, the home of the boutique car buying experience. So enjoy your holidays and give back to the kids of the DMV.